From the time the modern smartphones have evolved, recently we have seen the screen sizes go from 3 inches all the way to nearly 7 inches these days. But this phone has surprised everyone, including me, so I can bet you will be genuinely surprised. So keep watching this video till the end to see how. So let's take it for a spin, shall we? First, talking about the design of the Asus Zenfone 10, it's got a 5.9 inches of Super AMOLED screen with a HDR10 Plus. It's got a USB Type-C with the bottom firing stereo speakers. And on the left hand side, we got nothing, just a flush design. And on the top, a rarity these days, yes, a 3.5mm headphone jack, wish other phones had it too. And on the right, we have a side-mounted fingerprint reader, which also doubles up as a power button and also got a volume rocker as well. The front screen is a flat 5.9-inch display. Some people really like the flat screen designs in the front. It's also got two rear 50-megapixel wide camera and a 13-megapixel ultra-wide camera. And from the side angle, you can actually see the main lens sticks out more than the other camera. Reason for that is it's got a genuine gimbal stabilization built in it, which is pretty good. The best part I really like in this phone is the back. Agreed, it's got a plastic back, but the feel, well, it just feels so good. You need to hold it to really appreciate it. And it's also got a minimal logo design, nothing flashy. I think that's what makes it unique. Again, I can't stop stroking it. It just feels so nice. It's also got a very good grip to it as well. The weight distribution is pretty good. And the aluminum frame is wrapped around it. It all feels well-made design. And personally, I really like to congratulate them on that. The design is top-notch. It's got a fast responsive side-mounted fingerprint sensor. Personally, I prefer side-mounted fingerprint sensors. They are normally very fast. And this one also has got the latest Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chipset. This particular model actually comes with the 512GB storage, as these are the only ones which actually comes with 16GB of RAM. Rest of them have got 8GB RAM. So it's up to you. If you opt for 256GB, then you will be only getting an 8GB RAM instead of a 16GB of RAM, which you get in the 512GB. However, I cannot complain about the speed. It's really fast. It's got 144 Hz refresh rate. However, you will normally get 120 Hz as standard. The 144 Hz kicks in when you actually are playing any games on it. The latest processor plus 120 Hz or 144 Hz makes the scrolling buttery smooth. No matter whatever apps you use, it works flawlessly. As far as the UI is concerned, it's got a stock Android feel, which makes every app working fine as it should without any bloatware. And I'm genuinely surprised for such a small body it's housing. It's got the latest Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chipset with a 16GB of RAM. Apps are so fast to open, what not to like? You can open any app and they all work smoothly without any crashes. And it's got a very good RAM management as well. So it does not kill the app in the background, so you can continue where you left. You can also do some extra customization in this one as well. So you can actually change the refresh rate to suit your needs, whether it is 60 Hz, 90 Hz or 120 Hz, or if you just want to leave it in auto, you can certainly do that one as well. It's also got an animation speed, which you can alter it if you want. You can also change the quick setting panel as well here, whether you want a stock Android or a Asus optimized version of. You can also choose to optimize the battery life as well from the given options to suit your needs. It's running the latest Android 13, and here you can actually see the phone has got a 16GB of RAM, 144 Hz refresh rate, and an AMOLED screen. And the biggest difference compared to its previous model, which is the Zenfone 9, is that it has got a wireless charging with a 4300 mAh battery built in. So let's talk about the camera. It's got two cameras on the rear and one camera for selfies. So the rear camera is a 50 megapixel main camera and a 13 megapixel of ultra wide. And if you see there is a white dot inside the circle, that is just to show it's got a gimbal activated. And just to take a point and shoot picture, as you can see the output, the image output is true to life. So here are some of the samples which I've taken from this phone. So here is a sample how the sound output comes from the stereo speakers and how they sound. I wouldn't say the speaker quality is mind-blowing, and it's definitely not a slouch. It's got a decent speaker quality. So to conclude, what do I think about this phone? My honest opinion, in this era of bigger screen smartphones, this phone, which is a 5.9 inches of screen, is like a breath of fresh air. It's got the latest specs which you would expect in bigger flagship phones these days. This definitely packs the punch. It's got the latest Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 processor, 16 GB of RAM, 144 Hz of refresh rate. It's got a 15 watts of wireless charging, a hybrid gimbal stabilization. It's got a great battery life and a very smooth UI. It's also got a nice soft touch back with a gritty type material which looks and feels great. It's got a great camera, and from all the phones I've used recently, this phone is unique and stands out, and it's close to my heart. One word to sum it up is just mind-blowing. If you like my video, please do like, comment and subscribe. It means a lot to me. And until next time, take care and stay safe. Thank you. Bye.